In this release, we are finally getting the ability to process and pay customer refunds through accounts payable in Intacct. We had previously received the ability to record customer refunds in Intacct that we had already processed outside of Intacct, but now we can print checks and pay those refunds to customers all inside of Intacct. So setting this up is a threefold process. We've got to enable the configurations, set up the user permissions, and then get our customers set for refunds. And then obviously we can actually do a refund in system. So let's get started by turning on the refund configurations through accounts receivable. So we'll hop into my demo here. We'll go to accounts receivable, setup, configuration. And previously, the record refund box was up here, but we've now moved them all down here to the customer refunds section. So we'll turn on record, and we'll also turn on process payments in accounts payable. So it wants a GL account for these. So I've gone ahead and set up refunds due to customers, and we'll make our summary 1 per refund. And you can set up your own journal for refunds. I don't think it's completely necessary. You can always use the accounts payable journal because this is technically an accounts payable. And you can set up your own document sequences here. I'm just going to use my AR credit adjustment sequence. So I'll hit save. And now that this is set up, we want to make sure that we have the permissions for all the roles that are going to be using this able to do so. So we'll go over to our roles and we'll add this for our AR clerk here. So we'll go to their subscriptions. We'll go to accounts receivable. And now at the bottom, we have customer refunds. So we'll give them the whole lot. Hit save. Save again. And if this is something you're doing for yourself, you'll probably have to refresh your screen or even log in and log back out to see the changes we've made to your permissions to see the refunds in accounts receivable. So once you've got all your roles set up and your permissions set the way you need to, we'll go over it to accounts receivable. All under payments, there is now refunds. So that's step 1 and step 2, making sure you've got it turned on and then you've got access to do things. So now let's go to a customer and see what's changed here. So we'll go to Banger Inc., our favorite customer. And now there's a refunds tab. So I've got this turned on to auto-generate, and it's got a link to a vendor that's auto-generated because I was testing this out earlier. So I'll hit cancel, and then let's go to this Peach Inc. here, and let's give them an auto-generation. So you'll notice when we click this, it's going to gray out this box, and it's not going to allow us to select a vendor from the drop-down list, which is great because it's going to auto-generate one for us. We'll hit save. And if we go back into Peach Inc., we can see that under refunds, it's created a new vendor for us. And if you needed something different, it's going to copy over all of your contact information and everything there. If you needed to make any changes to that vendor, you can click here or even just go into accounts payable vendor. Like if you had a different mailing address for checks, as opposed to like where your customer receives their invoices and things like that, you can change that there. So done. And just one more, I'm going to go to this test customer here because I already have a vendor I want to connect it to, this test vendor. So you would just come in here, connect it to your vendor, hit save. So anything that you generate will go to that vendor. So if you've done some refunds in the past without this new feature and you have a vendor set up for a customer, you can connect them this way. So let's drop down to an entity. Let's do a refund. Now that we've got set up and our customers are ready to go, let's test out a refund. All right. So hop over to accounts, receivable refunds. And what you want to know is that this is refunds for any existing credit balances. You can't create a credit balance in this screen to refund, but if they've got a duplicate payment or they've overpaid something and have an open credit balance on their ledger, you can refund it from here. So let's go ahead and create a refund. I know Bangert Inc. accidentally double paid me for their last invoice. So there's my customer, there's the pay to, that's going to be our vendor here. You can add attachments, you can add a reference, and then here's our refund date. If you choose record transfer, it's just going to automatically create the refund without having it sit in AP to pay, but I'm going to process through AP so we can print out a check. So here you'll have all of your available credits. I'm going to check this. So here was the overpayment amount. You'll see the original transaction amount and the credit available in the refund we're going to do. You can also click into here to see the details of the original payment, what invoices it was applied to, and everything like that. So I'm going to hit post and new because I know Peach also overpaid us a little bit on their last payment as well. So I'll put Peach in here. It's going to drop their new vendor in here. And I'm going to also want to process through AP. Here's their overpayment. Check that and post. So you will see here my two refunds that are going to be processed through AP. So if we hop over to accounts payable, our bills, we'll see those two here. And we can just go to pay bills screen and we can pay those like normal. So I'll scroll down. Actually, let's see. Actually, there's a lot of fake invoices here for us. So I'm just going to hit apply. There's our payment and we can select check and pay it just like normal. So go ahead and test it out. I think this is a great new feature. It works really well. Let us know if you have any questions down in the comments. Thank you.